Good morning, everybody. Are we, I'm blooping and a bleeping here. Are we ready for a little bit of Glenn Miller? And why not? We did a Frank Sinatra and I got a fair amount of views. I'm shocked. It's like over 200 views on a Frank Sinatra video. Awesome, I say. So I'm going to throw a little Glenn Miller in the mix and see what's what. I was looking for an original album as it was released in whatever year it was, 1940, whenever he was releasing albums, Glenn Miller and the rest of those big band people. Because I'm not a fan of best ofs, whoever it is. I don't like the best of anything because that's somebody else, some record company telling you what the best are. And here, these are the things you should listen to. And forget about that other stuff, you know, those filler songs. We don't care about that. But we do care about that because those are the gems usually. If you dig deep enough, like the best of Blue Oyster Cult. There's only 3 songs on this album. It's Burnin' For You, Godzilla, and Don't Fear the Reaper. So enjoy, but, you know, don't worry about the rest of Blue Oyster Cult's catalog of music. Those are the best of. Those are the ones you should listen to only. Okay, I'm on a rant and we don't need that. Caribbean Clipper is the name of the song. I don't know what year it was. The 40s sometime, back during World War II. Glenn Miller was a big, the big bands in general, well, they were all very popular back then with the young folk. The kids, they were going wild. So let's check out Glenn Miller. And let me make sure my volume's up first, because I usually don't. Now, can you imagine being like a teenager, early 20s? This was your music back then. And I can see where that would really get you going. It was probably quite a treat to go see these guys live. You know. No amplifiers to speak of. Just straight on music. Now, it was Glenn Miller that was lost in the plane crash, wasn't it, Glenn Miller? I believe so. Never found him. Or was it Benny Goodman? I know it was one of them. One of the big band leaders was lost in a plane crash. Was he? It was during the war. They were going from one show to another, you know, entertaining the troops, kind of a thing. I do believe so. They were over there, and I should have looked it up, but it just came to mind actually right now. So, yeah, it was one of them, and they were. I think the plane was either shot down or It just went down and took him with it, but they never found him. Glenn Miller or Benny Goodman? It was one of the two, but I don't recollect exactly whom. So there it is. Glenn Miller, Caribbean Clipper. My mom and dad that was their age when this stuff was popular. They were, in their 20s and during the 40s. My father was in the war and did all that kind of stuff. Though I don't think they were all that big of fans of the big bands. They were leaning more toward other things. My father was a country music kind of guy. He was born and raised in Michigan, and that was kind of very country type music. I remember as a young guy, he liked Chet Atkins, though Chet Atkins, that you wouldn't say that was back during the war. It was maybe Chet Atkins was popular in the 50s, I guess. And my mom, what did she like? She liked, I think, just singers in general. I remember her saying one time she was listening to somebody, I don't remember who, but I remember I was like maybe 7, and I heard her say, whoever it was that was singing, she says, "Oh, I like a deep voice." Now, as a kid, I didn't understand what deep meant as a voice goes. Like deep, as a kid, it's like deep, like a hole in the ground is deep. But what does that got to do with a voice? I remember I didn't ask. I was just like, what does that mean, a deep voice? When you don't understand those things when you're a kid. Anyway, I'm rambling on too long. You've already you've already Caribbean clippered away. All right, folks. Till the next one.